It's time for Coffee with the Chicken Ladies, a podcast for people who love chickens.
Hey everybody, and welcome. It's Chrisie&Holly from Coffee with the Chicken Ladies. We're here, and this is episode number 290 of our podcast, where we talk about everything chicken, family, fun, and
more chickens.
More chickens. We drink a ton of coffee. I'm talking a ton. But most importantly,
we defiantly hug chickens, ducks, and geese every day.
And we kiss them too. Don't forget. We brew coffee from a little coffee house here in Maryland. Holly Ann, what kind of coffee are we brewing today?
Afternoon blend.
Yeah, in the afternoon. It's in the evening almost.
No, it is not. We are not close to the evening. Don't even try it.
6 o'clock's the evening and we're at 4:15. So
that is still afternoon.
We're kind of close. Okay. Are you ready to sip some of this delicious afternoon blend coffee in the late afternoon evening and chat?
No, because it's not late afternoon. But I am ready to chat after some words from our sponsors.
We have some exciting news to share from our sponsor, Grubbly Farms. They're here, new and improved, Grubbly's World Harvest.
I'm a longtime subscriber, and my flock love the healthy, nutritious treats, plus orders $40 and more ship free.
If you haven't heard, Grubbly's has a fantastic layer pellet and crumble feed. It's packed with plant and insect protein, perfect for those picky chickens and ducks.
Grubbly Farms makes food and treats for healthy pets and planet.
To support us and Grubbly Farms, use the link grubbly.co/coffee. Try it today. Okay, so here we are. How are you doing today?
I'm okay. Yeah, everything's good. How are you?
I do have some news I'd like to share with everyone today. I had a very sad morning here, and I normally don't start off this way, but it did just happen today. And I know that this little girl had a lot of people and a lot of followers who loved her, but I did lose Clover today. She hadn't been feeling well for about a day or two, and I do believe that she had a fast-growing tumor that I could feel. And I could not feel it until after she passed away, but it was pretty sudden. And I just wanted to put that out there because Clover had so many people that loved her. And I just wanted to let everybody know. And like I said, we don't announce these things. We don't on social media. We don't do that kind of thing. But she was a very special chicken to me. And I know to a lot of people.
I wish we could figure out how to stop cancer. I mean, in our pets, in our people, it's just horrible.
It's really, really bad. And people, we were talking earlier today, there are people like this. I'm kind of like this, that, you know, you just power through. And that's kind of the chicken that she was. To be able to overcome what she did in the beginning, she had a very strong, like, just go until you can't. And I think that's what she did. But some chickens get in your heart. And she was one of them. And I just wanted to put it out there because she had a lot of people that followed her on social media. And I am sad today. Very, very sad.
Yeah. They're all hard losses. Some of them are extra hard. It's true. She was a very, very special girl.
She made it through a lot and she lived many years, a normal life.
I mean, for all of her disability, she still lived life at like 100 miles an hour.
I think we were on the phone like last week or the week before, and I was like, there goes Clover. And she would run in circles with her wings out.
Yeah.
And she would use her wings as a brake almost. Like she
was funny.
And she never let anybody pick on her. Nobody was picking on her now.
Right.
And it was just one of those things that happens. So yeah, just I wanted to put it out there. But we do have a show to do and we're going to. And what else is going on over your place? Anything good going on over there today?
I mean, just Pete and I trying to get this place under control is about it. Pete was out there clipping hedges today.
I was like wrangling at the rodeo, right?
Kind of, yeah. I lost my mind at the feed store the other day and just bought a bunch of new stuff to put in the garden. Sometimes I just lose my mind like that. So, yeah.
So what'd you buy?
Oh, I got some cottage pinks. You know, the perennial dianthus, because they smell amazing and they're beautiful. And then like a bunch of heirloom tomatoes and basil. I bought a bunch of herbs because my dehydrator is sitting here gathering dust and I want to dehydrate and bottle a lot of herbs for, you know, the cold months. A little bit of summer.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. It's beautiful today. I got my groceries delivered and put everything away.
Grocery delivery is my favorite.
But they forgot my egg noodles. I'm going to have to make some egg noodles.
Oh, man. That's the one bad thing about it. If they forget something or they bring you the wrong thing. Like, remember a week or two ago, I was testing one of our recipes and it called for cottage cheese. And because I can't have dairy, I was all excited because I saw that my grocery store has lactose-free cottage cheese. And I was like, yes, perfect. You know what they brought me?
Regular.
Fat-free cottage cheese. That did not work very well.
No, I'm sure. Because then you can't eat it. So it's like, well, could you take your lactate and eat it?
Yeah, but the problem was it was supposed to be a creamy addition to this quiche.
Yeah.
And fat-free cottage cheese is not creamy.
So on that note, if you're looking for a way to help us out with the show, go ahead over to Apple Podcast and leave us a typed review because it does amazing things for the growth of our show, or a nice 5-star rating. We love to see those too. And when you're there, hit that subscribe button because you never want to miss an episode. You never want to miss all the fun.
If you're looking for other ways to help support the show, you can tell a few chicken, duck, and goose-loving friends about us. You can share your favorite episodes on social media. You can become a patron of the show, patreon.com/coffeewiththechickenladies. Gigantic thank you to all of our patrons. You guys are the best. There's 2 more things you can do to help this show. The first is pre-order our book, The Chicken Lady's Guide to Life, The Joys of Delicious Eggs, and Raising a Healthy Flock is now available for pre-order. Pre-order helps an author like nothing else. It gets us on the bestseller lists. It does all the things we need to do to get this book to be successful.
And there's 2 convenient places you can go. One is the website, and second is now the IG, our page on our feed. The highlight little circle says our new book, and there's a link right in there also. So if you're on social media or you're online, both those places, really easy.
You can pre-order from either Barnes & Noble or Amazon. As we get closer to the release date on October 20th, some other options will open up. But the other thing you can do to help support the show is visit our website and our show notes, use our affiliate links and discount codes, buy our book, but then buy products from our sponsors.
Yay!
Did you know Omelette have totally changed the chicken feeder and waterer game?
What? Really?
Yep. They've launched an insulated Stay Clean waterer and no-waste feeders, and they're perfect for spring and summer.
Wow. Okay. Talk to me about the waterer.
The insulated Stay Clean water keeps water fresh in warmer weather, prevents slimy buildup, and it stays crystal clear so your flock always has cool water.
That's a big one in the heat.
It really is. Less refilling, less cleaning, and better hydration for your hens.
Love that. And how are the feeders no waste?
Honestly, they solve all of the feeder problems us chicken keepers face. Spills, wasted feed, and pests getting access to food.
Oh, yes. I'm tired just thinking of all of that.
Both feeders are designed to be spill-proof and secure, keeping feed protected and fresh. They both feed up to 6 chickens for a week, so there's less topping up and far less waste.
That sounds like a serious upgrade.
It is. And if you want to upgrade further, if you opt for the Smart No Waste feeder, you can connect via your phone and get it to open and close at times that suit you.
Whoa, I am sold.
Search Omelette, OMLET, and check out these summer-saving accessories today. The Breed Spotlight is brought to you by Murray McMurray Hatchery, defining quality for generations. For over a century, Murray McMurray Hatchery has remained a trusted family-owned business, working tirelessly to ensure our poultry meet the highest standards.
Whether you are an experienced enthusiast or just embarking on the journey, look to McMurray Hatchery for guaranteed quality, rare and heritage breeds, low minimums, and all the supplies you need to raise your flock. Request a free catalog today. La, 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 la. It's time for the Breed Spotlight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, this week's Breed Spotlight is
the beautiful Sicilian Buttercup.
Yes, from my motherland.
Right. Not from my motherland at all, but I still love this chicken.
Definitely.
The gorgeous little Sicilian Buttercup is a light-bodied chicken with a crown-shaped comb. They've been raised on the island of Sicily for hundreds of years, but their origin is unclear. There were some other chicken breeds on the island with crown-shaped combs, so most likely they were sort of a landrace breed that farmers had maybe some minimal input into. We do know that there was no breed standard for quite a long while. Accepted into the American Poultry Association Standard of Perfection in 1918, the Buttercup is a member of the Mediterranean class, and in the 3 years since we last gave them a spotlight, they've climbed from critically endangered into the threatened category on the Livestock Conservancy's conservation priority list.
Yay! That's amazing. Thank you, everyone who's gone out and gotten a Sicilian Buttercup, because you've made this happen.
And even more to people who have taken on the work of breeding them.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about making them known and people knowing about their situation. So we do know it works because the numbers are there to tell us.
From the last census, there's currently another census going on.
Yep.
So just a reminder, if you are breeding heritage breed chickens or poultry of any sort, head on over to the Livestock Conservancy's website and fill out the poultry census document that they have online there. I think it closes in August, so there's still some time.
And let everybody know if you're raising the Buttercup so that they get counted in the numbers. But that's a big jump. That's a big jump from critically endangered to up to threatened. I mean, that's very good.
Absolutely. Buttercups are similar to a couple of other small breeds, but they are the only modern breed with the Buttercup comb. They closely resemble the golden penciled Fiume, and they share some traits with the golden Campine and the gold Hamburg. Fiumes and Buttercups very well may be related, given that they're both located on the Mediterranean Sea. They both have a similar body shape, coloring, and green legs. We've seen several sources speculate that the Buttercups originated in North Africa, like the Fiume. Now, we're not entirely sure where the name comes from. It could be because the cup comb is shaped like a flower, kinda, yeah. Or because of the hen's golden color. I don't know. Nor do I know what they're actually called in their native Sicilian. Is it like the Sicilian version of Buttercup? I don't know.
That would be my guess.
Yeah. It's pretty. It's pretty. I love it. Whatever. It's pretty.
They're a cute little bird, and I was so excited to see them at Baumgart's this spring.
Oh, yeah. They're pretty babies, too. Now, according to the APA's Standard of Perfection, the Buttercup was first imported to the U.S. in 1835. The Livestock Conservancy notes that there was a second importation in 1860 and that has some more documentation. So we know that Mr. C. Carroll Loring of Massachusetts received birds from his neighbor, Captain Dawes, who likely imported them from Sicily, and he bred them for several decades. Lewis Wright shares a bit more of this story in Wright's Book of Poultry. Now, Captain Dawes ran a trading ship between Boston, Massachusetts, and the island of Sicily. The legend goes that on one voyage, he purchased a crate of chickens, intending to eat them during the voyage home.
Boo! No!
But as the ship got under sail, the hens began to lay, and they were such good layers, and the eggs, these big white eggs, were so delicious that the captain decided to keep them as layers, and they basically became pets of the crew on the rest of the voyage.
They laid for their lives!
Right? Lay more, girls, lay more! Now, when the ship docked, Captain Dawes took the birds to his father's farm, and from there, a few notable breeders obtained them and continued to work on the breed. Now, the Standard of Perfection also notes that all Sicilian Buttercup stock in the United States are descended from or related to hatching eggs imported to the U.S. in 1892. I wonder how they know that.
I don't know.
I didn't find any documentation for that, so I'm curious. For whatever reason, the Buttercup has never become a super popular breed in the U.S. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe just because they're not a cold hardy bird. I don't know, but I love everything about them.
I somewhat think that the bantam breeds, for whatever reason, are less popular.
They're not bantams.
And they're not bantam. I take that back. They're not a bantam, but they remind me of bantams because they're
light-bodied birds,
small. And I feel like they're not nearly as
But here's the thing. What blows that theory out of the water is leghorns.
But I feel like leghorns are bigger than a Sicilian Buttercup.
No, they're actually about the same size.
Oh, I don't know. In my mind, Sicilian Buttercup, like I just said, was a bantam. And that's what I've always thought. And not
They're
even
just people think of them as small, delicate birds, maybe.
I'm thinking that that's part of it. And sometimes the really small birds, people think they're more work or your eggs are going to be smaller, and they're not. You get a lot more eggs out of them usually.
I'm not sure what the reason is, but it's a really, really nice bird.
Yeah, and let's go into what they kind of look like because they're really cool looking birds. They have beautiful colors. The feather patterns are beautiful. The hens are a pretty orange buff with black spangles at the end of each feather. Their necks and heads are straight buff. I mean, the colors alone, to me, buff chickens are some of the prettiest chickens.
They're very pretty, yeah.
And how bright they can be. Now, the roos are gorgeous, bright copper and russet with iridescent black-green tail feathers and that big crown-shaped comb that, I mean, can you imagine your roo being named King? That would be awesome.
Yeah, you could come up with all kinds of things because the comb on them is really, really magnificent.
Little King, here we go. So
Mini King.
Mini King. They have the white earlobes and those willow green legs you were talking about earlier. They have this in common with the Fayumis, the green willow legs that come from blue legs plus the yellow skin. Now, the buttercups are, like I'm saying, a small end of a standard sized chicken. They almost, to me, feel like bantams, but they're not, like you were saying. And the roos come in. Now, see, these numbers are much higher than I thought.
I told you.
Hens are 5 pounds. But when I see them, when I've seen them at swaps, they look so little because they're probably pullets and young cockerels. But in my head, I've always thought they were tiny. I mean,
6 pound rooster, 5 pound hen that's good. It's a moderate size. That's pretty good.
I mean, that is in the moderate size. That's not in the small category. But every time I think I've seen them, they were small. So I don't know.
I mean, where have you seen them in person? I guess is the question.
Swaps.
So they could be like,
they could be young.
Under a year old. Yeah.
Yeah. So there is a bantam version. I'll just talk about bantam. So it's a quarter of the size of the standard version.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little one. So that's less than 2 pounds, very much along the lines of a true bantam.
Right.
And that's a true bantam is a bantam that doesn't have a standard counterpart.
And they tend to be
smaller
birds. Yeah.
Right. So let's look into these laying stats because they laid for their life on that ship. They said, look what we can do for you. We can give you all these gorgeous eggs. The hens lay a medium small white egg, about 150 to 180 per year. They may be about the size of the leghorn, but they're not going to lay as much as the leghorn.
Well, who does? I mean, the leghorn, she is the queen of the laying.
Yes. So that's about 3 to 4 eggs per week. And
there's nothing wrong with 3 to 4 eggs per week. That's good.
No, that's really good. So hens rarely go broody, but that's like most Mediterranean breeds. They don't have time to go broody. They are busy doing other things. Now, they were selected and raised for egg production on their native island of Sicily. Prayers to my homeland. Historically, eggs were a more frequent protein source than meat. I mean, we've said this a million times.
Yeah.
It's the cleanest protein that you can get.
Well,
eggs
also,
are a wonder food. They're a power food.
I mean, that was considered food of the people, more rustic sort of peasant food that you often see come out of Sicily and southern Italy.
And there, the meat was reserved for special occasions.
Right.
So eggs were your protein source.
That's why you're getting things like lasagna recipes. It's a more rustic lasagna. It doesn't have a bolognese sauce, but it has hard-boiled eggs sliced between the layers of cheese. So
Exactly. I mean, so they're good. Now, the buttercup will need protection from cold and frostbite. Oh, definitely. Because like I said, they're not big, fluffy feathers.
You got to watch that crown.
You got to watch it. You don't want the crown. You don't want the crown to go down. So you got to watch that crown. They are more heat hardy. Keep in mind where they're from, an island in the Mediterranean. So they're friendly, chatty chickens. They're all around really good.
Yeah, they're very nice. Yeah. Some people call them flighty. That means they have a strong startle reflex and they can fly. Again, some people use flighty as a pejorative. We use it as that's a good thing. That's a protective mechanism. Right.
Yeah.
They're active chickens. They do like to roam and forage, and they're not happy confined in a small space. They're not troublemakers, but they're unhappy, and you really don't want that stress on them.
Isn't it kind of crazy that the smaller chickens always tend to be the ones that don't like to be confined?
Yeah.
And you can give them, they're smaller, so a smaller space would give them more space than a big fluffy in a smaller space.
Right,
But
right.
they hate it. They're just like, and they tend to be more of the intelligent chickens also. So it's like,
They're very active. They're often very smart. It's true. Buttercups can make good homestead birds. They're very useful in the garden. They're very useful in the compost pile because they will turn over compost in record time. And they can be used as a dual-purpose bird should you choose to do that. They're good layers. They're very good pets if you like active chickens. Great show birds. They're usually pretty good with kids. I love them.
that's the other place we saw them. Did we see them in Ohio? We had to have seen them in Ohio. I can't remember.
I can't remember either. I mean, my brain takes me back to the Waterfowl building and the row after row after row of call duck crates.
My brain takes me to the Bantam, New Hampshires, like 150 of them.
If we did see them, I honestly don't remember it.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, they're kind of one of these breeds that they need help. They need us to talk about them more. They need to be out in the stores more because once you get them, it's like the Hamburg. I always say I want the Hamburg for the egg laying, but the Hamburg has the same reputation as a Sicilian Buttercup. It's around the same size. They're little. They're like, oh, they don't like to be enclosed, this and that. But I feel like the little birds still need a chance because, and even for urban areas, because if you can give them a nice space, then, you know, you can have a few more birds and get more eggs.
The Mediterraneans are fun. I mean, I love all the big, fluffy, placid girls. They'll always have my heart, but I love these sprightly little chickens. I love watching them.
I mean, we all have our chickens that never stop digging, and Lucy is one of them for me. That girl is constantly moving, and it's a good indicator to see if something's wrong with one of them if they're not. So it's a good marker.
I feel like you could have yourself, if you are a small space chicken keeper, have yourself a gorgeous garden and a little coop filled with gorgeous Mediterraneans.
You could.
You couldn't go wrong with that. You'd have plenty of eggs. They'd be beautiful. They'd work in your garden. I love that idea.
You could bake a lot. So here's the question to everyone out there. Everyone who's like, I've never thought about the Sicilian Buttercup, but now I am. They're going to want to know where to get this little gem of a chicken.
Our friends at McMurray Hatchery have a beautiful line of Sicilian Buttercups. Livestock Conservancy Breeders Directory is another source, should you are looking for someone local. There's also an American Buttercup Club website, and that does list some breeders. Sandhill Preservation sells them straight run. And I've found a couple of other commercial hatcheries here and there that carry them. I think your mileage may vary.
Right. Yeah.
So, I mean, one of these days I'll get mine from McMurray when I'm getting more.
We all wanted to sneak some of the Turkins of the
Turkins and the Sicilian Buttercups out of
Baumgars in March. We're like, damn, if we could only have taken those home.
If that were my local feed store, I would be like, you're boxing them up for mama. They are coming home now.
I know.
Alas, I could not take chicks on the plane. Are you ready to dive into the fascinating world of backyard ducks? Look no further than Metzer Farms, your premier destination for top quality waterfowl. Whether you're a seasoned breeder or just starting out, Metzer Farms has everything you need to elevate your flock to the next level. And if you're passionate about call ducks, you're in for a treat.
Metzer Farms hatches a stunning variety of call ducks, meticulously bred for their miniature size, beauty, and calm temperament. From snowy whites to vibrant colors, each duck is a masterpiece waiting to grace your backyard. Visit MetzerFarms.com today to browse their extensive selection and start your journey into the wonderful world of waterfowl. Metzer Farms, where passion meets perfection.
If you're looking for a chicken coop that's produced in a planet-friendly, sustainable way, try Nestera.
Each coop is made from highly durable, 100% recycled plastic that keeps the equivalent of up to 2,000 shampoo bottles out of a landfill.
Their clean, modern design will fit into any garden or run area and comes with an industry-beating 25-year warranty and a range of handy accessories.
Simple to put together, so quick and easy to clean, and most importantly, red mite resistant. Your chickens will love it.
Quick shipping from Nestera US.
For a 5% discount, use the affiliate link in our show notes, on our website, and on Instagram. Link in bio. Check them out today.
Eaton Pet and Pasture is a farmer-owned company based in upstate New York that creates USA-made sustainable products for backyard chicken keepers. From low-dust hemp bedding and comfy aspen nesting pads to nutritious treats and odor-eliminating products, everything is designed to keep your coop clean, healthy, and smelling egg-tastic.
All their products are made right here in the USA with ingredients that are safe for your flock and the planet. So whether you're doing a deep clean or just a quick refresh, Eaton makes it simple to care for your coop the natural way.
They're your one-stop shop for coop freshness and flock happiness, made easy.
Visit EatonPetAndPasture.com to explore the full line of flock favorites and use the code COFFEE at checkout for a first-time purchase discount. Okay, so we're ready to move on to main topic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, today's main topic, it's June. I mean, we are in the beginning of that heat. So it's how to prepare for a hot chick summer. And I'm not talking about somebody in a bikini. I'm talking about hot
Thank
chicks.
God. Yeah, this is our annual Dealing with the Heat episode. And we are doing it a little early this year, probably because we just want to get ready before the heat waves are here. Because it's terrible to have to scramble at the last minute to get things into place. Sometimes things are sold out, like you can't get your hands on fans, or a heat wave comes up when you're in the middle of something busy and you don't have time to switch out. Get your fans in. So prepared is where we are this year.
All my big box fans are up in the attic, and then it's over my garage. So when it's hot, you like sweat like all your fluid out of your body just going up there. And I have so many of them. And, you know, it's like you got to get those out. I mean, even if it's warm air, you got to get air moving.
Cleaned and checked and all of those things. So we're talking about infrastructure, right? So fans, maybe like options for shade, products that we use to keep our flocks as healthy as possible. All the things you might need going into those hot days.
So believe it or not, let's look at the temperature that can start. The temperature starting at 80 degrees Fahrenheit and upward can be enough. Listen, this can be enough to induce heat stress in your birds. So
if they're not acclimated to it, right?
Right. I mean, you look at if you don't have shade options in your run, you don't have a place for them to go, it can become a problem.
Right. It is extremely important to keep a close eye on your flock. But again, preparation's key. Have those things in place. Sometimes a chicken that seems fine can be overcome by heat. I mean, shockingly quickly, actually. They can go into collapse and die in a startlingly short amount of time if the heat is high enough where they're not used to it and they can't cool off.
Yeah, I mean, you have to start looking for the signs pretty quickly and know what to look for with your chickens.
We do have a few episodes, probably several episodes on this at this point, you know, and we kind of take a different approach each annual episode. So go back and listen to those.
We probably have one a year. And the reason we do it is because sometimes new stuff comes about that we're thinking about. Sometimes we get some ideas from you guys and we want to make them part of the next year. Sometimes it's easier just to listen to it every year than to go back and find it. So this is why we do it every year. Now, studies have found that high temperatures can cause harm in chickens in a different variety of ways. They can cause them to lose electrolytes and or become dehydrated. Now think about it. It's just like with people, and this can lead to dangerous pH changes in their body. So you're either too acidic or too alkaline. That can ultimately lead to organ failure. And that's one of the things with heat, exhaustion, heat, stroke, that causes those organs to shut down instantly. And that's what they die from. And also the heat goes up in their brains. So, I mean, you have to really think about these
heat
things.
Can also cause oxidative stress in the chicken's body where there are too many free radical cells and not enough antioxidants to get rid of them.
Right. I mean, any chicken can succumb to heat stress or stroke, but especially those big-bodied, fluffy chickens and the ones with small combs and wattles. So keep in mind, if they have small combs and wattles, they're better in the cold than the heat. That's one of those things to look out for.
Bantams, Mediterraneans, and birds with big combs and wattles generally fare better in the heat, but don't assume it can't happen to them too. As I tell you about the time that Rambo came out of the coop and just about keeled over from heat exhaustion. And he is a bantam. He's a Duclay bantam. Yeah, you were on the phone with me.
Yeah.
I was like, Pete!
Yeah.
Basin of cold water.
And the thing that, like my Houdans, I want to just put this because there are a lot of people with crested chickens because they're really cool chickens to have, right? But that also adds another layer around that comb. They have the V combs, but the feathers surround the comb. And also they have more feathers on their head to keep that heat in.
They have very little waddle. I mean, they just have that V comb, very little waddle. They don't have a lot of ways to get the heat off.
They're little chickens and they're not fluffy, but they don't have a lot of ways, like you said, to get that heat off.
So first things first, if we're talking about infrastructure and products that you want in place for when it gets hot, first and most important, in our opinion, is shade. Chickens must have shade and they must have plenty of it. This can be deep shade that's created by trees, buildings, coops, or it can also be shade that you create with blinds and shade sails.
I do it. So I have a bamboo shade, which I'm planning to go to Home Depot probably next week and get a few more of them. But last year we installed one on the front of our run because that gets full sun in the late afternoon. So those bamboo shades, you can hook them up on the front of your run. You pull the shade down. The other really good thing to use are cheap from 5 and below or whatever. The beach umbrellas that you can just stick in the ground and give them shade. I bought like 10 of them and it looks so funny in the summer, but it gives like so much shade.
Out on the beach. They're in Miami. They're out on the beach with their umbrellas lined up.
And shade sails. They're amazing. I have them also.
I mean, clever ways to create shade is what you need to do if you don't have it.
Definitely.
Fans. Air circulating will help cool the coop and it will pull hot air away from your chickens. Without fans, their coops can become hot boxes.
Exactly.
Now, we have found that ice packs work very, very well in insulated plastic coops. It kind of works like a cooler. Also, small window fans can work, moving hot air out. Bigger fans or multiple fans in bigger coops are the way to go. You just want to keep that air moving.
There are a lot of new chargeable fans. And even if they only last you, let's say 2-3 hours until it starts to cool down and it cools everything down, charge those fans during the day and put them in the coops at night. I usually have about 4 small fans and at least in every coop, and I know you do the same, to move the air. Because like you said, you got to move it.
It tends to be hottest when you're putting the birds in at night. You feel bad even closing that door, but you have to. And those fans help move the air around. And like you said, even if they last to say midnight, it's long enough to give the birds some relief until the temperatures start to come down.
Now, the next thing is AC units. And AC unit has been my new thing this year.
I know, it sounds nuts, but hear us out.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I was thinking about this, and this is different than the garage AC unit. What about when you have the Amish coops and they have a regular window? They need to make a mini AC unit to stick out of the coop. That would be awesome.
There are places in the US alone. I mean, I'm just talking about our country right now, but and around the world, I'm sure. Like, let's say Arizona. If I were an Arizona chicken keeper, I think I would be air conditioning my chickens.
100%.
I really do.
100%. At that point, now there are these new units that are out that I have seen. They're $300, if that. They're $300 or $400, right? And it is an investment, but it's better than losing chickens to the heat every year. If you have a window in your garage, it takes 2 of these tubes because you got to bring in the moisture a little bit from outside, right? So you put them in the window, and then it's a standing unit that doesn't go in the window. It just stands.
Yeah, it just stands.
And they have them at Lowe's. They had them at Target. They have them at Walmart. And if it gets to be 100, I feel like those are the days that you do bring the chickens into the air-conditioned garage for a few days. Yeah.
If we have chickens who are having trouble with the heat, they go into our basement.
Yeah.
Pop up and they stay there until the heat breaks.
Right.
Just because it's like Casper, our Swedish flower hen rooster, he's 10. And he does so badly in the heat, he makes all these terrible groaning noises.
Oh, yeah.
So, clean waterers. That's another one. Waterers, ways to keep your water cool. We don't like waterers where you fill it and don't touch it for multiple days. We don't like them at the best of times just because they can harbor so much junk, bacteria, blah, blah, blah. So we like to do the water once, probably twice a day when it's super hot. You can also put out shallow pans for your birds to stand in. They'll drink some of it too.
Yeah,
but they can cool their feet off too.
I do want to say one thing about the waters that are out. And there is the new one that's out through Omelette. And Omelette has that thermo stainless steel inside that water. And that one I like because it keeps the water cold, like a Stanley Cup would.
Now, let me ask you this, though, because we know that particular water does work to keep the water cold. But how often do you fill it?
It would have to be filled like probably every day or two, every 1 to 2 days.
Yeah.
Like I don't like water to sit more
That's
than
what I'm
2
saying.
days.
Yeah.
And I dump my water. You do the same thing. We both do the same exact thing with this every single day. And they get fresh water every single day.
Yep.
Sometimes I even dump that every day because why not? To keep it clean.
That's what I would do. I would be dumping it every day. Yeah.
But just for the fact that it keeps the water cold.
Yes.
That Omelette water is 100% worth it. So,
if you don't have the Omelette waterer, you can do things like float. You can put ice in their water. You can float that. Frozen water bottles in there.
Yeah.
Lots of ways to keep the temperature down. If you have a run where you have to think ahead about providing shade, think about providing shade for the water too.
I put a beach umbrella over the water.
It's a good idea.
Because that way when they're
like,
drinking.
I'm on vacay when I come and get a drink.
It looks ridiculous out there in the summer.
I think it's probably cute.
You do have to watch, though. Like, if it starts to storm, we run out and pull them all down.
Yeah, you have to.
They're going to take flight. You're going to lose them.
So if you have plastic coops and you're planning to put ice in there at night to bring the temperature down and, treat it like a cooler, Pete and I have bought tons of those plastic freezer packs. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Stock up on them and have them pre-frozen. And if you have any way to maximize your household ice production, that's an option. My sister just got this tabletop ice maker.
I've seen those. They're really cool.
Yeah. And it's just a way to have extra ice. So you have another tool for cooling down water, cooling down birds in coops, whatever.
Yeah. So that's awesome. I want one of those too, because we have an ice problem in our house too. Everybody wants ice. Okay. So let's go on to the electrolytes now. This is the same with people, with any animal. If you get dehydrated, it throws off your electrolytes and different things can happen to you. If
that can kill you. Disordered electrolytes.
Yes.
Can kill you.
Different things can happen to you. You could feel dizzy. These things have to be balanced. So electrolytes are an amazing way, something to add to the water to help keep that balance as they get a little, they might get a little dehydrated throughout the day. So they can replenish those. And, some of them are very low cost. So it's not a problem.
I'm sure there are recipes online for making your own electrolytes, but there are a lot of low cost options for them. We will say, though, follow the instructions directly and don't overuse them.
Right. Don't give them, if it says give them for 3 days, don't give them for 20 days because you're going to mess things up.
Each company is different, so definitely follow their instructions. These can save your bird, but they can also be harmful if they're used at too strong a dose or used for too long.
Exactly.
Also, please don't withhold feed from your birds if it's hot. They need the nutrition to keep them going.
We've seen some things out there where people don't feed their chickens. They just give them liquid. And no. You need to feed them. Please do.
If you're multi-poultry, you can use a lot of the chicken electrolytes for a lot of the other poultry. If you have ducks and geese and you specifically want something for waterfowl, Metzer's Vitamets has electrolytes in it. That's the way to go there.
Also, you can get fruits and vegetables that are even better than some of the pre-made electrolytes in what they have. And the number one thing is watermelon, and they love it. I take out stock on watermelon in the summer. I buy at least one a day almost. And by the end, the chickens are like, watermelon again? And I'm like, yes, but they eat it every day.
Watermelon is the highest in lycopene. Studies have found that. But the second highest is actually cantaloupe, which is very plentiful here in Maryland.
Yes, there's a lot. And then I always, if we have one, I cut and leave like a ½ inch or more for the chickens.
Yep.
And everybody's like, you left so much on. I was like, we're sharing.
That's right. I do the same thing. For snacks, if you like to give your baby snacks, switch to greens and finely chopped grapes or apples, hydrating things.
Strawberries, cherries, blueberries, freeze them.
I love my birds, but they are not getting my cherries.
They get mine.
No, sorry, that's not happening.
And I put them in the freezer. So I freeze all the fruit.
Damn, girl.
Yeah, I chop them and freeze them so that when they get them, so it's so cold.
I share everything, but I do not share my cherries. I don't. No. Just a few other things to think about. When it's super hot, you need to neutralize bullying. If you have a bullying problem in your flock, deal with it now. Don't try to, deal with it when you've got some poor little bird that's being chased by the bullies. Yeah. When we have hot spells, put off non-essential healthcare or maintenance.
Oh, yeah.
Don't let kids or dogs chase or bother the chickens.
Don't integrate at that point in time.
No. Or really anything else stressful. Nothing stressful.
Nothing to stress them out because the heat already has them stressed enough.
To the max, usually.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the heat and the extreme weather is nothing to play around with the chickens. And that's why,
and yourself too. I mean,
I'm a weather nerd and I haven't been that bad until I got chickens because I'm out in it. They're out in it.
Yeah.
And you have to really make the provisions.
I love it in the summer when it's hot. I'll sit down with you on a Zoom call for something and you'll be like, your face is all red. How do you think that happened? Yeah. I'm white as a ghost to begin with. So the warmer I get, the brighter red my face turns.
So listen, if you see the signs of your chicken in trouble, open mouth breathing, laying down, breathing heavily and rapidly, wings are out.
Holding out the wings.
Now, you may see them in the dirt because the dirt is naturally 10 to 20 degrees cooler. So in the shade.
I will tell you this. Whenever I've seen a bird in trouble from the heat and they're getting close to serious danger, they walk a little bit like a drunken sailor, like they're very unsteady. You want to scoop that bird up and get them into the air conditioning, get their feet into a bowl of cold water, put a cold, wet compress on their comb.
And waddles.
And keep them there until the temperatures have gone down. Once a bird's in trouble from the heat, even if you bring them back in the house and they're fine, you need to keep them out of that heat until the temperatures have gone down to normal.
Right. And generally, that's going to be reintroducing them, how many days it is, but in the morning, because that's the coolest time of the day.
Right.
So you're going to reintroduce them. If they come in midday with heat exhaustion, they're not going back out at the soonest until the next morning.
Right.
So definitely use that to your advantage. Have plenty of carriers so that you can put them safely in your house.
Crates, any place where you can have them hang out for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've gone over this before, multi-year, but just one more time, there are a lot of studies out there showing that a chicken that's used to cool, that goes into extreme heat, cannot acclimate and they can die from the effects of it. So that means if you did pull a Chrissie and you invest in an AC unit for your birds,
you got to keep them there.
You can't let them out until the temperatures are back to moderate. So,
right. And what I was thinking is if I get one of those, I'm not going to keep it super cold.
No,
you know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
I don't think I could. I have a 3-car garage. So one unit is not going to cool it down to cold. No way. But what it would do is help the fans work because it's going to be blowing in some and keep it cool enough because my garage, one part of it is my chicken hospital.
Let's face it. A garage at 80 degrees, well, you can't call that cool. It's a whole lot better than 115 outside.
Exactly. In the sun. I mean, you got to make the provisions. I mean, this is what we're learning year after year. There's more stuff that's going on. And this year, my new obsession is this AC unit. I'm like, I've got to get
it. I like it.
It's my new obsession. And Joe is like, why?
The first birds in there are going to be Little Man and his lady.
Little Man does not like anything extreme. He's like, heck no.
No, he's a temperate bird.
Yes. He's kind of in there right now because he gets a little baby love. But today, Janie laid an egg. The cutest thing is he lays directly next to her while she lays an egg.
What a guy.
Oh, man. So if you have any other tips that we haven't mentioned, give us a message because we always are adding extra stuff to this episode every year because we love learning. All of us can learn something new every day. And if you have something that we didn't mention, please tell us. You could save a chicken.
You could.
Yeah.
If your flock could talk, they would thank you for shopping at Eaton Pet and Pasture, your one-stop shop for coop freshness and flock happiness made easy.
From their all-natural USA-made favorites like hemp bedding, roost refresh, and nesting pads to convenient product bundles that make chicken care simple, Eaton has everything you need to keep your coop clean, cozy, and odor-free.
Check them out at EatonPetAndPasture.com and use code COFFEE at checkout for a first-time purchase discount.
Okay, so are we ready to move on to
Cracking the eggs?
Cracking those eggs. Now we're going with something sweet today. And
well, I am, because you just gave your cherries to your chickens. But I kept my cherries, so I'm going to make cherry chocolate chip bars.
I share the cherries. I mean, the cherries, I can cut those up into like eighths almost for them. You should see me. I'm like a mad chopper in the summer with
I've seen you. I've seen you. It's like your island is covered with produce. You're just making bowls after bowls of chopped up stuff.
And then I freeze it in bags. And then every day they're waiting for it. But by the end, they are kind of sick of watermelon. They're like, watermelon again?
Yeah, they slow down. They still eat it, but it's not like in the beginning, it's like a complete frenzy. It's pink stuff flying and yeah. So cherry chocolate chip bars, these are easy to make and they are really, really gosh darn good.
I mean, anything with cherries and chocolate chips, heck yeah.
So I went with dark chocolate chips. You can also use dark chocolate chunks. Aldi has really nice dark chocolate chunks. Either one works. Pete didn't like these warm. He liked these after they'd cooled, but I think if you had them warm with a scoop of ice cream, they would be really, really good.
It's a good, okay, I love cookies.
I know.
I mean,
so does Pete. You two are like my Cookie Monsters.
Well, Cookie Monster's my favorite Sesame Street character of all time.
Do you know who mine is?
Who is your Oscar?
Yes. Oscar the Crab.
How did I know? So, I mean, cookies. If I see cookies before a cake or something as a dessert at a party, I will go for the cookie. And I don't know if it's just because it's an easier thing to eat or I like cookies more, but that's what I do. So bringing these as a hostess gift would be a fantastic thing. And the cookies always disappear at parties. So
for sure.
Okay,
and so you can cut them into daintier bars. Like you don't have to make big slabs. You can cut them into dainty little pieces.
Oh, I like them big.
That's what she said. I won't even tell you what it looks like when Pete cuts up bars in my house. It's like each bar could be like 4 bars.
It's a way to go, man. It's a way to go. Okay, so you're going to need a half a cup. That's 1 stick of unsalted butter or dairy-free plant butter melted. 1 cup of light brown sugar packed. 1 large chicken or duck egg. 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. That reminds me, I have your vanilla extract.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
1 cup of all-purpose flour or gluten-free flour, 1-to-1. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. It's optional. 3/4 to 1 cup of dark chocolate chips or chunks. And 1 cup of cherries, fresh or frozen, pitted and sliced in half if large.
I'm going to note this before I put this recipe on the website. These are dark sweet cherries.
Yeah, and I think you could almost quarter them too, but
you can if they're big enough.
Yeah,
but I like chunks, so I just cut mine in half.
You like them big too.
I like them big and juicy. You're going to preheat your oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Line an 8x8-inch pan with parchment paper or aluminum foil. Spray that with cooking spray and set aside. Guess what? If I'm feeling lazy, there's no lining. So you can do it either way.
But then you're cursing yourself afterwards. You're like, I should have just done the lining.
The first one is hard to get out, but once you have the first one out, it can be like a sacrifice. Then the other ones you can get out with no problem. In a medium-sized mixing bowl, you're going to melt that butter in the microwave, like 30 seconds at a time. You're going to add the brown sugar to the melted butter and stir to combine. Then you're going to add the egg, the vanilla, and stir again to thoroughly mix all of the wet ingredients together. Add the flour and salt and stir them until just combined. Try to avoid overmixing with the flour part of it. You don't want it to get tough. You don't have to worry about that with gluten-free flour.
Anything that's overmixed, it gets tough. So yeah.
You're going to fold in the chocolate chips and cherries and fold them in thoroughly. Then you're going to pour the batter into your prepared pan. You can smooth the top with a spatula if you want to, or you can leave it rustic and craggy.
That's a new one.
It's rustic and craggy. Well, you and I were talking about a donut recipe that's upcoming, and I was thinking about the fact that I'm too lazy to pipe my donuts, and my donuts are often rustic and craggy, but that's a whole other story.
I do pipe my donuts every time.
I know. I just can't be bothered.
It tastes just every time I make donuts, I'm piping. I don't know what it is. I'm like, I've got
I mean,
to.
they do look really pretty when you pipe them, but I just can't be bothered with that stuff, man. Now, you're going to bake these for about 27 to 32 minutes. That's a weird range. I don't know how I came up with that. Or until the center is set and the edges have turned golden brown and they're beginning to pull away from the sides of the pan. I did try this with a tester, but it's hard to find a place that doesn't have chocolate or cherry in it.
Oh, yeah. So everything's kind of.
Yeah. So I just kept checking on it every couple of minutes until it was, it was getting golden brown and the center was not jiggly. And it's a moist bar anyway.
Yeah.
So bake it for like 25 minutes to half an hour, something like that. Just keep an eye on it. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Once they're cool, you can lift them out of the pan using the parchment paper or the foil if you were smart enough to use it. Slice them into the desired size and enjoy. These are really delicious.
Take them to your bestie's house and give her a bunch.
I can't. Pete ate them all.
Hey, what are you doing to me?
Yeah, I need to make them again, actually. I have more cherries.
Okay, so try it. You might like it. Let us know what you think. Okay, so let's move on to retail therapy. Retail therapy. Yeah. This week's retail therapy. This is a little website. It's actually a farm in Perryville, Maryland that I found when I went to a flower show with a friend a few weeks ago. And I was so pleasantly surprised. And her website, she could ship anywhere. And this stuff is cool.
That was the first weekend in May because you were at the Flower Festival and I was with Michelle at the Sheep and Wool Festival.
And we were exchanging pictures back and forth.
And you texted me that and we stopped in the middle of everything. We were oohing and eyeing over this jewelry. Sorry, everyone. We got very excited. The earrings especially. I love the earrings.
And I actually bought a pair. So if I bought them right there on the spot, they're
you like them. Okay, so tell us about what these look like.
So what this is it's a chicken farm that has eggs. They sell eggs. They do everything. And it's called the Poultry Palette. And basically, she makes jewelry and other things from eggshell. Okay?
Yeah, I mean, crushed eggshells.
I'm going to have to put a story up with these earrings to show you. They are beautiful. I mean, there's green, there's brown. And basically, when I was talking to the owner, she was telling me she leaves them as natural as possible.
So she encases crushed eggshells in lucite or epoxy or something like that. What's the word I'm looking for? Resin. Yeah. That's the word I'm looking for. Resin.
Exactly.
And they are really, really cool. They're gorgeous. I would love to get some of these for a gift. Hint, 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 hint.
For next year's Christmas that we still haven't exchanged. Last year's Christmas.
We haven't. I know. I was cleaning up my studio and I was like, oh, look, there's Chrissy's birthday present from last year. Oh, how about that?
So some of the earrings are in different shapes, but she does them in the shape of a hen. And those are the ones I bought, of course.
The hen, yeah. I think she had egg-shaped ones, too, that I loved.
Yeah, she had egg-shaped ones. And she also, she does these soap dishes made out of eggshell.
Cool.
I mean, the stuff is just amazing. She also has egg soaps that you can get on her website.
Neat.
And the stuff is just beautiful. It's all handmade.
That's a really nice gift for a chickeny or a poultry-y bestie.
Yes, and the earrings were only $30, which is not expensive for something that's handmade.
Nope.
Something as brittle and fragile as an eggshell. I mean, that takes talent to do that. So I will put the pictures up I took that day of...
The shells look beautiful in the resin. They look amazing. I don't know how she gets them into the patterns they're in, but they're very pretty.
I had to buy the green shells. She had brown shells of different various shades, but I was like, I got to get the leghorn.
You want some green
bar.
Get the leg bar earrings.
Or the sage egger or the...
Green queen.
Green queen, all of those. So
shout out to Allison who has a green king.
Yeah, exactly.
Hi, Allison.
Check out this Poultry Palette website. We'll have a link in the show notes, right? So you can go on over and shop because it's cool. And it's local to Maryland. I loved it. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Okay,
very nice.
So should we tell everybody what we're going to be talking about next week?
Next week, we're talking about a bird that we haven't, I think it's been at least a few years since we spotlighted them, and that is the whiting true blue.
Speaking of beautiful eggshells.
Yeah, for sure. Main topic, We're talking fly strike.
Because it's a real problem and it can be a worse problem, the most problem in the summer. So,
Oh, yeah. In the heat, absolutely. We're going to tell you how to recognize it, what causes it, how to avoid it, how to treat it. Ooh, yummy. Cracking the eggs. We're doing oatmeal pancakes.
that sounds good to me.
Delicious.
Got some cherries to put on them.
Yeah. Cherry compote. Oh, yeah. Okay. And then retail therapy is a seed spotlight. We are doing the humble but amazing green bean.
I can eat green beans every day.
Me too. Love them.
Okay, so what should we tell everybody to do until next week?
Hug your chickens, ducks, and geese every day.
And kiss them too. We'll talk to you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
If you'd like to see more of us, please follow us on Instagram at Coffee with the Chicken Ladies. If you'd like to help us grow the podcast, please leave us a written review on Apple Podcasts. If you'd like to become a patron of the show, please visit our Patreon page, patreon.com/coffeewiththechickenladies. Thanks for listening.